Hello and welcome to one of my videos about proven business training methods. I'm William Winch, a certified business growth specialist, and I help other struggling marketers how to grow their home-based businesses without breaking the bank. Now, at the end of this video, I'm also going to let you know how you can get my free 20-page report on how to explode and expand your business. Now, today I'm going to be unmasking the secret to prospecting and how to not waste time in this process. I'll be exposing why you should never convince your prospects and show you step by step on how to properly sort through your prospects and get them to commit to contacting you after they have listened to your presentation. So that leads us to the first point. Stop wasting time on non-interested prospects. We should only be spending about 5 minutes with the people who are interested and less than 1 minute with those who are not. Now, a lot of times we get caught up in trying to convince everyone we talk to when we really need to stop it. Because you can't say the wrong thing to the right prospect, right? Now, I know you might not think you're not trying to convince everyone, but you see, you need to understand the concept of supply and demand. When you're trying to create the demand, you're convincing. But if you're trying to supply the demand, you're actually a problem solver. So the first step to prospecting is you need to find the demand. Now, there are many ways to accomplish this, but since I talked about how to generate leads in another video, or actually how to find the targeted leads, I'm going to assume that you already have the leads. However, a point that I will repeat is that you need to find those who already have a need, a want, or desire for your products or your services. That is the key to growing a huge business, which is to find interested prospects only. Now, the second step is that out of those who are possible prospects, which are your leads, you need to weed out those who are not your targeted audience or those who are not interested. Now, to do this, you need to introduce yourself and say to them, I'm giving you a call because I see that you're also concerned about your health, or something to that effect, depending upon what you're offering. Then you want to ask them qualifying questions to make sure they're exactly who you're looking for. Now, here's the kicker. Now, to determine what qualified questions to ask, you're going to find them in closing. So if you're just starting out, there will be no qualifying questions. This is a very important point which you are probably not taught by your upline or your leaders. The truth is, you might think you know who you're looking for. You might think you know what questions to ask, but in reality, you don't. Because if you did, you probably wouldn't be here watching this video right now, right? So if you see a trend of people who you don't close, then find out why they didn't close. Find out what the truth is, and then weed them out in prospecting so you won't waste your time in closing. Then and only then can you add qualifying questions. Now, let's say you have a handful of people who tell you in closing the same reason they aren't closing. Then make that into a question in prospecting. Most of the time, you don't close because they're the wrong people, like people in the grocery stores or your friends or your family. But remember, find those qualifying questions in closing. Very, very important. Now, the third step is to ask them the interest question. You want to either scare them to death or promise them something unbelievable. Now, make sure it's absolutely possible and you have no doubt in your mind that it is possible. You don't want to bend the truth by saying false statements and getting in trouble yourself. Now, the fourth step is to give them your contact information, since that's the most important part, and let them know what they're going to be exposed to. Most likely it's your presentation, call, or webinar. Then let them know who they're going to be listening to and what they've accomplished. Now, the fifth step is to schedule your time on the same day. And the same day they go to the presentation, not the next day or in a few days. That same day, because people forget and they're going to lose the urgency if you don't schedule on the same day. So if they can't make it on that day, have them call you back when they're ready. You're not going to call them back. Have them call you back when they're ready. An important rule in prospecting is to not convince prospects. You shouldn't care if they go or not go to your presentation, because you're only looking for those who are serious about curing their pain or whatever you have. So you're helping them and not the other way around. Now, the sixth step is that you need to have them commit to going to the briefing and calling you back afterwards. There must be no hesitation in their voice when they agree to go. If there is, you need to reconfirm the commitment and let them know that you're serious and you're not going to try to hope or solve their pain, but you'll absolutely be there and walk them through the process. If they still hesitate and want another time, then it just might be that they're not your ideal prospect. Okay, does that make sense? And by the way, don't thank your prospects. They should be thanking you because you don't need the product or the service. You already have it. If they do, uh, then if they do this, then you know that you're doing it right. They need what you have, so they got to work for it. Now, prospecting is just part of the marketing process. If you still need the other pieces of the puzzle, then what you need to do is you need to visit my website by clicking on the link under my picture to the right of this video. Submit your information, and then check your email for the free Powerhouse report on how to. Now, just to let you know, I despise spam as much as you do, and I won't be selling or sharing information with anyone. It's going to be how I get my business building tips to you and to help you grow your business. And that's it. Well, I hope you got some valuable tips here. So, but remember what Tony Robbins has to say. The path to success is to take massive, focused action. So go and start implementing what you've learned and see your business grow like never before. This is William Winch saying, make this the best day of your life. Bye for now, and I'll see you at the top.